at the ocean. I don't know if I'll make it back home.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome. DFS, college basketball, pre-lock live for Tuesday night, December 21st. Pete Cole here. I got a co-host tonight. I got my man, Riley. Riley Picks, that's your Twitter. Riley Picks 345. He's actually our soccer guy, but he's been helping me with college sports. Actually been crushing college sports the last couple of weeks. So what's up, my man?
Not much, man. Just chilly day here in Chicago. Ready to talk some college basketball.
That's where you are, Chicago?
Yes.
I'm here in Tampa, and I'm looking at myself on a screen. I got a hoodie on and
yeah. You think that's not where you are, right?
and Ncaab, but my AC is on like 65 right now, so we're pretending it's Christmas. I'm really from New York, but I've been in Florida for 10 years. So welcome, guys. Today is actually probably our last live stream for Christmas. Big slate tonight. 10 games. A lot going on, especially you guys. So let's just get this out of the way first because we don't have much time with 10 games. We're going to go through this really quick and go through the games really quick. Core's out. But we are giving away a free hoodie tonight for Christmas as a thank you to everybody that's been watching, especially during college basketball, college football. I did MLB pretty much every night, every weeknight during the year last year. And we've had some really loyal viewers. Some guys are on every single night watching me, especially doing indulgence in MLB like in July and August. So just kind of as a thank you to guys, we're gonna pick somebody out. Our producer's got some kind of a way he can randomly pick guys, so I can't play favorites. He doesn't know any of you guys anyway. So what I want you to do is in our Discord. The Discord address is on the Twitter, and go to in our general room. I want you to start putting your just put your Discord name. You know what I mean? Like Big E, just put in there, I want a hoodie. Yeah, exactly. Just how Big E, just as long as we have a name there. And then like 3/4 way to the show, Mickey, our producer, is gonna name a name. I'm gonna pick it. And then after the show, or maybe after lock, I'll have your name. Just make sure you DM me. You'll see me on there as P. Cole, one of us guys. T Rash, just put it, pick me, and then I'll get your address and all that. And I'm actually wearing the red one right now, if you guys can see it, if you can see my camera. But we have red and blue, I guess it is. So they're really cool shirts. All right, so we're going to give one out for free tonight. Chris Duffy, dude, I said it's my AC is at 64 degrees right now, so it's actually cold in here. And it's actually cold today. And my neighbor's boat I live right on the Gulf. Actually, the Gulf's in the backyard. My neighbor's boat just sunk a little while ago. I saw it. It's a bad day. It's rainy out, stormy out. Nelson wants a hoodie. Chris Duffy says, pick me. T-Ras says, pick me. So all you guys, just please have your names at about 6:30. Mickey's going to pick a name. So make sure you get your names in by 6:30. I'll announce it one more time. And then Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, however you want to say it. I know Merry Christmas sometimes is now politically incorrect, but happy holidays. Okay, so it's a 10-game slate. We're going to start. Let's start with the first game. It's Chicago State. First game of Chicago State traveling to Iowa State. Iowa State 27.5 favorite here. Over under of 126. Iowa State's implied is 76, 75. One of the higher implies of the night. So you're a Midwest guy, Riley. Any of your top plays? Why don't you start at your top? Because I got a couple plays here, but I'm just not sure if they're actually in play in cash.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really only looking at two players here, but I'll say about Chicago State. I had the liberty of watching this team I think it was last week. They played Northern Illinois. They were like a matinee noon game. And I actually, unfortunately, bet them. And this team is horrible. They've been horrible. They do play with a little bit of a fast pace, though. So I'm going to look at 2 Iowa State guys. I mean, I think the spread is 30 or 31 here. So this is going to be a blowout. Iowa State, actually, honestly, probably one of the more impressive teams in the country. They didn't really have many expectations coming in, but I mean, they've a great start. And I'm really going to look at Brockington here, 7.3K. He's basically their main guy. I mean, I think that's pretty good price for a game that they should dominate. But is he going to play a full 30, 35 minutes? Probably not. But I mean, he can definitely fill up the stat sheet. I'm going to look at one more guy here, and that's forward Condit. I know there's a couple injuries for Iowa State. He's 4.4K. I think he'll just get a lot of minutes, and he'll probably play a lot of the garbage time too. So I think, is he gonna score 20 points? No, but I think he can get 10 rebounds, 10 points. I think he can give you a solid number if he plays most of the minutes like I expect. So that's really all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything Chicago State. I don't know if you are, but yeah, those are my 2 main plays on that one.
Yeah, hell no. I mean, there's just Chicago State, absolutely not. If I have Kool-Aid lips, I'm drinking actually a fruit punch beatbox right now, so ignore my Kool-Aid lips. But actually, George Condit has been I've been using George. Seems like I've been using George Condit for years on DFS, and he's like a boomer. He's like a boomer bust guy. He's the type of guy that can actually win your GDP, and he could also lose you a GDP. So but definitely in play. But he's back, definitely in play for GDPs. This definitely is a GBP slate because of the spread. I love Brock at 7.3. Same thing. Brock right now looking at 24% usage rate, 26% shot rate. These are all pretty much elite numbers. His offensive combined rebounding right now is almost 30%. Love that play. And if you don't want to go Brock, you can go Tyrese Hunter, $200 less. He's not going to get the minutes like Brock does, a little bit less, but still definitely in play. So GDPs, you run your multi-entering, Brock, Hunter, and actually one name we didn't mention, the guy that can get hot is Gabe, I'm going to butcher Gabe Kalshore, Gabe K. We know that he could shoot. Probably not really much in this game. Is going to get out of hand, but we've seen him get hot. So, GDP only. Brock's our top play. Tyrese Hunter, the freshman, awesome player, awesome kid. But that's it. Once again, any of you guys, go to our Discord general room and put your name in there for the free hoodie. All right? Anybody that's coming on late. Okay, so the next game is Toledo Marshall. This is like our marquee game of the night, really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pace up game. I'm thinking, well, normally we have on Marshall guys, but right now I'm on a bunch of Toledo guys. So who do you want to take? Take Marshall or Toledo. You can take it.
Yeah, this is interesting. So there was basically a very similar situation to this last week. So Ohio was playing Marshall, and Ohio and Toledo I think Ohio's rated a little better. I think, this is kind of a similar situation, I think, where I actually like Toledo. I'm going to give their offense a bump because Marshall's going to bump their pace. They're a pretty solid offense. They're 85th adjusted offensive efficiency on Bartorovic. I'm going to give that a little bump with the pace. So yeah, I really love Rollins. And like you said, I think this game is going to be pretty chalky, but this is obviously going to be the highest scoring game of the night, in my opinion. So you can't run away from this game. I would not fade this game at all. I mean, this is, if you've seen any Marshall games or played any slates with Marshall, you know that their games get out of hand fast. So yeah, I'm going to look at Rollins 6.5K. I mean, I just love, he's filling up the box score everywhere. Pretty self-explanatory. I think he's going to put him a big number. A little cheaper, I'm going to look at Dennis. He's 4.8K. So, one thing he's going to do is I think he's going to give a lot of assists. He can do a little steals, but I really like his assist potential. He's going to get a ton of minutes, obviously, and I think his scoring will get a nice bump. So those are my 2 guard plays. And then I'm going to look at down low, JT Shumate, 6.1K. He should be their top rebounder. I think Marshall will actually do a lot better on the glass, but Toledo is 71st in offensive rebounding rate. So, yeah, I mean, those are going to be my 3 top plays on Toledo. I don't know if you have anyone on Marshall. I'm sure you do. I read your article, and I know you like Killen. So,
yeah. So definitely Rollins and Ray J. Dennis are, to me, are core plays.
Yeah,
you're right on with Ray J with the peripherals. Rollins is just a stud. His got crazy 27% shot, 25% assist rates. Definitely a core play, guys. And Shumate is borderline core, so great place. Now going to Marshall. This is the problem. Like with Marshall is any other slate, we would definitely be on either Taylor or Kinsey. It's just so many players tonight, and their prices have gone up.
Yeah,
I really think though this could be the game where Kinsey actually goes off. I could see Kinsey possibly having the highest scoring game of the slate. He's also 8,900. I do like other guys. I love Mikey Devo tonight, but I think Kinsey is a great play. He's going to play all the minutes. He's going to play up to 40 minutes. I could see some positive regression coming from Kinsey. Probably a GBP play because all the plays tonight, but he could definitely do sleep for you. Andrew Taylor, same thing. We played Andrew Taylor a couple times this year. He's secondary to Kinsey, but his peripherals are crazy. We all like Andrew Taylor. And then it comes down to Oak. Oak, I think, is a core play, a 7-7. I still think he's still too cheap. He's been dominant, right? I mean, his block rate is crazy right now. I think he's number 2 in the country on blocks. Yeah. He's playing 30 minutes. And the cool thing about Oak is he doesn't foul. I think he's only fouled out like once this whole year. Yeah. So that's usually a problem. Usually a worry with these guys is they're fouling out with the big block guys, but Oak's only done it once. Last 5 games, average 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4.4 blocks. So Oak is a core. Taylor and Kinsey, hey, you want to play me in your main lineup? I'm not going to argue against them. Great plays. Anybody else there? Probably not. The only thing I guess I would worry about with it would be Shumate that's going up against Oak, right? So you got to worry about that a little bit. But I mean, he's having a good season too at only 6'1". So you want at least you want at least 2, probably 3 plays from this slate in your main lineup, probably.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can go 4 really, but you want at least probably 3 in this pace up game.
I think especially in cash too, definitely like I said, 2, 3. I mean, I just built my cash and I believe I had 3 in there. So yeah, definitely. This is definitely going to be the game to target. And like you said, I think it's when you have a game like this on the slate, what really is going to separate you is basically who you play. Because a lot of people are going to get a lot of points in this game, but it's really just a matter of, picking those 2 or 3 guys that really, do
exactly. I think Rollins is a given, and then probably go with Dennis and Shamati, but you want to get one of those 2. You can go both of them, but you want to get one of those 2 in your core, I think.
Yep.
All right, next game we got is the Arkansas game. Okay, right now we got Arkansas is at home, favored by 22 against Elon. Arkansas right now was the number 1, the highest implied team of the night, 86.5. So we do want somebody on that game, obviously, in our main lineups. And, of course, everybody is going to be very high owned tonight. It's going to be JD is going to be, he's going to be so high owned. 6'1" is still a misprice, I think. He plays every minute. He's just lock him into your main lineup. I mean, he just to me he's a misprice. He's averaging. I mean, he's leading score 18.3 points a game, 30% shot rate, 26% usage rate. With a high end pie like that and a high shot rate, he's going to get his shots. One thing, don't worry, Note did not start last game. He did play 32 minutes, so if you see him not starting, don't panic and all that. Core play. Now, I think I'm going backwards. I think you may want another piece of this game. Devo Davis is another. Devo Davis is actually playing better now. His shot rate is up, so maybe Devo Davis. Jalen Williams, I think Jalen Williams worries about me because he doesn't score much, but he still gets you minutes. I don't know. What do you think with these Arkansas guys? Is anybody else besides No Tight you could possibly put in your main lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I know you actually just mentioned him. I'm going to look at Williams, and mostly it's just because Elon is awful on the glass. I mean, let's see, 336 in offensive rebounding, 307th in defensive rebounding rate. So he is a little bit of risky play because he doesn't score, but I mean, Elon really is not given much inside. So I think he could probably, if he can get you 10, 12 points just on some easy layups, I mean, I think he'll clean up on the glass and I think he'll actually get some blocks too. So I'm going to look at him. He's going to be a GPP play, just because, like you said, scoring really just, it scares you. But yeah, he's going to get the minutes and I think he's going to dominate inside. So
34% combined rebound rate, 27% on the defensive side. So, yeah, I think Williamson play a good play, especially against Eli. But you want at least Note. I'm more and more looking at a gut call on Devo, and he's eventually going to have – he hasn't blown up like we thought. But you look at his rate, still a 21% usage, 21% shot, assist rate 21%. So that big game is coming. But then you look at it, they're favored by 22. Is he going to get full run? So, but you play Note, you cash. Everybody's going to have like the same 4 or 5 core guys, but then I kind of do like Devo Davis a little bit. And I think Jalen Williams is a good call. Nobody on the other side. Tony actually is a good call. I've always been a Tony guy. He plays every minute of the game. He's not getting offense like we want. Another call, Chris Duffy. If you're watching Chris Duffy, is called Chris Likes. I think Likes is actually a good call. 4,700.
Yeah.
Pace up game here, good game environment. So let's say JD Note is your top play here. Let's say you guys just if anybody's jumped on a free hoodie, go to our general room on our Discord and throw your name in Discord, and we'll pick it at about 6:35. Okay, next game. Moving on here, the Davidson Bama game. Alabama's at home, favored by 9.5. I actually like this Davidson team. Over under 150. Take it away. Give me one of the teams you want to take. I don't care.
Yeah, so this is another game I think pretty interesting. So I think Davidson is going to get a nice little bump here just because of the pace that Bama's going to play with. I do like Davidson's offense. I mean, 31st in offensive efficiency. I'm going to look at one guy that I really love, and I'm sure a lot of people love him too, but that's Michael Jones, the guard, and mostly because of the price. He's 4.4K. I mean, if you look at his game log on DK, just a very consistent guy, getting 20, 30 points. They really haven't been on many slates, but I know they do calculate back his stats. So, yeah, he's going to be one of my favorite plays here. I think he'll do great. He does a very good job of taking care of the ball, too, which is big against Alabama. Like I said, I really do like Davidson here. I'm also going to look at Foster Lawyer. He's 4.8K. He can shoot. Basically, if you know anything about Davidson basketball, they're just going to shoot threes. And, they play slow, but they can really stroke from outside. So that's big, obviously, on the DK slate. So those are going to be my 2 top plays from Davidson. And, yeah, I gave him a little bump on offensive rating just because, I think they're going to get pushed a little bit on tempo. But I actually think that's going to play into their hand, mostly because of their 3-point shooting prowess.
I like the Michael Jones call because Foster Lawyer is going to be very expensive. I mean, very popular at 4.8.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And looking at his 25% usage, almost 30% shot rate, coming from Michigan State, I think he's going to be really popular. You probably almost have to have him in your lineup if he goes off. I love the Michael Jones call. I think he may be lower owned than you think, and I could be wrong, but that's actually a really good call. He's got 4% steal rate, 4-4. I mean, he's playing decent minutes.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. I was talking off air earlier about Young Lee at 7-1. I think Lee may be actually one of the sneakier plays of the slate. He's going to play over 30 minutes. 28% shot rate, 25% usage rate. He's got a floor. He's got a ceiling, pace up game. I like Lee a lot tonight. I could even see him in my main lineup, actually. So you want to find like 2 guys. There's going to be like 4 guys everybody's going to have in their main lineups. You want to find out 2 guys going to be different. I think Lee may be one of those guys. So yeah, I love the Jones call. Lawyer's going to be popular. Lee's going to be sneaky. The Bama guys, I think they're all GBP plays. Shaka Ford, great play. But to me, I just think they're all GBP. Cornerly, Keon Ellis. I mean, he's starting to shoot a little bit better now. But none of these guys, I think, are main lineup plays.
Yeah, so I'll just make a small point. This really is more of like a general thing rather than kind of a game focus here. So on these bigger slates, and this would apply to something like Saturday, I typically what I do, and this isn't maybe a strategy for everyone, is I try to find games or teams that maybe might be on the popular side, and I just basically throw them out completely. And this is going to be one of those teams right now is Alabama on this slate for me personally. And that's because, like you said, there's a lot of mouths to feed. So number one, it's always going to be kind of hard to pinpoint one guy. And yes, they definitely have the potential where one guy can score 40 or 50. Do I know exactly who that's going to be? No. So on a big slate like this, I'm going to just look at them and, I'm just going to say, I'm not even going to bother really focusing on them. I'm just going to, put them to the side. And there's so many opportunities here. But, I know it's not for everyone, but on a big slate like this, there's so many teams to cover. I just don't see the value in really focusing on Alabama and trying to figure out who's going to score 20 for them tonight, No,
I agree with you. That's exactly the way I'm looking at it also. So, and then you can also, though, if you run a bunch of entries, run a game stack, run a Bama stack, great.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take a chance these guys in, especially in cash with, either I think Keon's going to play, I think Shaq's going to play, but I think they're not, they're more GVP plays. All right. Next game is a Cincinnati game. Since Tennessee Tech at Cincinnati, 134.5 over under. Cincinnati is a 17-point favorite. I really have no interest in this game at all. If anybody, Adams Woods possibly, I'm not playing anybody in this game. Are you?
Looking at this game was tough. There's one guy I looked at on Cincinnati, and this is a price play if you want some salary relief. John Newman.
Newman. There you go. Yep.
He's 3.8K. Like I said, salary relief. But this game, this is going to be a rock fight. If you really want to, if you're really interested in this game, actually, let me pull this up. I was actually looking at the first half under. If you're betting college basketball, let's see, first half under is 64. Yeah, I'm going to play that tonight. So that was my one note on this game.
There you go. 64 under. And you guys bet it. I can't bet in Florida. They actually pulled it up for 10 days. Some kind of an issue. But anybody 64 under first half. Cincinnati and who is Tennessee Tech? Tennessee Tech.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Xavier Villanova. We have a lot of games here. Xavier Villanova. And that, to me, this is another type game where it's a GVP game only. Two good defenses. Colin Gillespie, Justin Moore, these guys are great, but
overpriced, in my opinion.
Exactly. You can get away with fade Gillespie, you can get away with fade more GPs, run them all out, run Samuels. Same thing with Xavier, all GVP plays. They have too many. To me, Xavier's got too many good pieces right now for GVP for DFS. I love Paul Scruggs, but we see he's up and down, boom or bust. Same with Kobe Jones. So GVP game only, right?
Yeah, this is actually probably going to be the best game of the night on just to watch. I'm actually pretty excited.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a great game, but fantasy-wise, no thank you.
Once again, anybody just jumped in. If you want a hoodie, we're going to pick in about 10 minutes. By 10 minutes, just put your name in our general Discord. Just throw your name in there, and you'll possibly get chosen. Next game, we have the Oakland game, Michigan State game. I kind of like some pieces here. We got Michigan State traveling to Oakland. Michigan State's a 10-point favorite, 145 over under. Michigan State 77.75 implied. I'll start here because I like Jamal Cain. I think, to me, Jamal Cain is a core play to me. I was a big fan of Cain and Marquette. It's not the greatest matchup, though, going against Michigan State, but he's matchup proof, I think, right now. He's playing every minute. Almost 30% usage, 29% usage. He averages a double-double right now. Double-double, 21.4 points, 10.5 rebounds. That's sort of 40 fantasy points a game. So Cain is a core play to me. He's probably going to be a core play to others. I love Jalen Moore. That's one of Chris Duffy. Me and Chris talking earlier. That's one of his sneaky plays, and I kind of agree with him. I think Moore, we got burned by Moore earlier in the year. We played him, but great shot rate, great assist rate, and Trey Townsend is a decent value slash play. Trey Townsend, I think, is playing he's playing 96% of the minutes. He's playing almost every minute of his team this season. So you love that for DFS.
I couldn't agree more on all three of those. I love Townsend too. I think he's one of my favorite plays here. The good thing that you mentioned about Oakland, especially with Cain, like you said, he did play for Marquette, so I don't think he'll be intimidated in this matchup at all. So sometimes when you get these teams like this, you get a guy that, especially for me, the big guys, they're averaging 15 rebounds, and then they go up against Michigan State, Kansas, Gonzaga, something like that, and they just, they wither. But yeah, Cain, he's a monster. Townsend Moore, and these guys are averaging almost, 38, 39 minutes. The coach really looks like he really doesn't believe in the bench here. But yeah, that's obviously
that's good, right? For DFS,
yeah. And Michigan State, Michigan State. They're they're 70th in tempo, which I think is very, that's not really Izzo-ish, but yeah, this could be one of those sneaky games that people might just kind of gloss over. Oh, big favorite. There's Alabama, Arkansas, a bunch of other more notable higher paced teams, but I don't think maybe the general public realizes yet that Michigan State is playing at a pretty breakneck pace this year.
One player I think you could play in GVPs in Michigan State is Marcus Bingham. He's only playing 22 minutes, and it is kind of overpriced, $7,200 for the minutes he's playing. But we've seen him play some decent games. He's a hell of a rebounder, great shot blocker. He's good around the rim. So, of course, GVP only. I don't mind Marcus Bingham. Maybe a little bit Gabe Brown too, but Marcus Bingham is probably my only GVP play there.
Yeah, he's going to be your most talented player on the court tonight, in my opinion. But yeah, like you said, there's a lot of questions. So just tread lightly, All
right, next game: Georgia State, Georgia Tech, Georgia State. My boy Mikey Debo's in this game. We got Georgia State's traveling at Tech. Tech's only a 4.5-point favorite. It's gonna be a tight game. 147.5 over under. Tech is favored though. I'm a huge Debo guy. I wrote him up. I didn't core him because of his price, but right now, Mikey Debo is ACC's leading scorer, leading 3-point shooter. Georgia State is one of the worst 3-point shooting defensive teams in the country.
Yep.
Give me a Mikey Debo. I can get an 8-7 if I can get in my cash. I think Jordan Usher's a decent play. If you can't get the Debo, maybe get to Jordan Usher because it's going to be a close game. That's pretty much it. I know Georgia State has Kane Williams. I played Kane Williams a bit over the years. Great assist rate on him. He's going to play minutes. He's going to be very low owned. So you want some GDPs, play Kane Williams and Kane Williams GDPs for Georgia State.
Yeah.
What you got?
This is going to be my last game before I head out, but I do love DeVoe here. I know he's expensive, but I think there's a ton of kind of cheaper options that we've highlighted earlier where you can pay up for him and, put in some cheaper guys and not really lose any salary. So yeah, I honestly think I'd play him, I would say about 95% of what I played. And I think this is a smash spot for him. Once again, like you mentioned, Georgia State, they can't guard the three, but they also want to push. So I think this is just going to be one of those games where he cleans up. I do love Georgia State. I do love Kane Williams. I think he's going to have a monster game. Georgia Tech, not really a team that's going to turn anyone over. And Kane Williams, he's getting 26% of the team's assists. So I think he has a big game here. And this is probably my favorite kind of sneaky game where I think it's going to go over the total and maybe you might get some value on a couple pieces here.
Georgia Tech's lost 4 games in a row right now. So yeah, I like the Kane Williams call. So you're making 3 or 4 wives. I'll have Kane Williams or something. All right, yep. Riley, thank you. I know you got to get out of here. Merry Christmas, all that.
Yeah,
Peace,
thanks.
And we'll move on. All right. So any of you guys that are if anybody's joining for the free hoodie, go to our Discord, our general room. If you haven't, put your name in there, your Discord name, and then our producer will pick out a name here very shortly. I was like, we only have 1 or 2 games left, right? So the next game we have is Kansas, Colorado. The latest I have Kansas is on the road. Road favorites by 10 points, 144 over under. To me, this is not a big This is not a big DFS game. I love Christian Braun. But he's finally priced where he should be, 8,200. I played him every game. This is probably the first game this year where Kansas State State. I didn't play Braun in my main lineup. So I still want to, but I probably won't. Ochagbaji, same thing, GDP play. On the Colorado side, Jabari Walker, I know he's a popular player this year, 7,600. He's back. I know he had a head injury, but I think he's cleared now. He's gonna get up. He's gonna get his minutes. Pace up game. GDP only though. It's against Kansas, and that's pretty much it. Remy Martin. You always use Remy Martin GDPs. You never use him in cash. We know he's a chucker. We saw that last game. Last Saturday, he had a huge game last Saturday and a big blowout. But to me, it's all about Christian Braun. GDP only in this game. Last game we have is Uconn Marquette, which I think is actually another sneaky DFS game. I actually like this game. You got Connecticut traveling to Marquette. It's a 9 p.m. game. Marquette's a 4.5-point favorite at home. 141 over under. So starting with Marquette, Justin Lewis. I like Justin Lewis. Justin Lewis may end up my main lineup. Wow, I've got too many M's going here. He's going to play minutes. He's going to right now. He's pretty much the whole Marquette team. UConn's a tough matchup. The UConn is no pushover defensively. But Lewis right now has got 24% usage, 27% shot rate. He's got a 24% combined rebound with 21% that is defense. I like Justin Lewis a lot here at 7K for Marquette. Greg Elliott as a decent value play at 4,200. He's getting better and better. He's getting more minutes every game. No problem running him. If you want a value, there's a bunch of values up to tonight, but Greg Elliott's not a bad play. On the UConn side, I think Tyrese Martin may be one of the sneaky plays of the night. $6,200. He came back the last game and immediately played, I think, 32 minutes. Let's see if I can call this up. Because I've been going back and forth whether I want Tyrese Martin on my main lineup or not. Decent price of $6,200. Last game now, he against Providence played 33 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 24 DK points. I think he's cheap. I'm hoping he comes in very low owned. We know he could build a stat sheet, peripherals. He gets assists, gets some rebounds, may get a block or two. I like Tyrese Martin a lot. RJ Cole, I've always liked RJ Cole, but his price was 7.6, a little bit high, especially now with Martin back. His rate's going to be a little bit down. Pretty soon Sanogo's being back. Is going to come back. So, yeah, this game, I like Tyrese Martin at 6,200, and I like Justin Lewis a lot at 7K for Marquette. So that's all the games. Any of you guys that are watching, if you all got your names in to our Discord, our general room, Mickey, if you can hear me, Mickey's going to pick a name here in a second, and I'm just going to go over my – yeah, Guru Taru is – what do you mean commented for a hoodie? Yeah, I know Guru to you commented for a hoodie, right, Guru? And then Brasky did too, I believe. If you guys can hear me, why don't you do it? Yeah, why don't you do it now? Pick a name out right now. I don't know what he's doing, what magic he's doing. He's spinning his wheel, and in 2 seconds I'll give you a name. Oh, it's on the screen. Look at this. This is pretty fancy, dude. Chris Duffy, yo. I'm getting that hoodie now. Chris Duffy. And this is why I wanted to have somebody else. I didn't know any of the guys to do this because I know certain people, but Chris Duffy, you got a hoodie. All right, Chris, you can DM me for your sizes, whatever you want after the show. We're going to do this again now, guys. So I'm going to try to do this like once a month, something like that. Because these are really awesome hoodies. We have some other cool stuff on our accessory shop. So congratulations to Chris Duffy. All right, so going quickly through our guards tonight. If you look at my top plays, Mikey Devo, it's all about Mikey Devo, top play of the night. You give me your lineup, it's up to you. 8-7's expensive price. Ryan Rollins, core play. JD Notate, core play. RJ Dennis, core play. 3 guards are in your core. Rollins, Notate, and Dennis. Foster Lawyer could possibly be a core play too at only 4.8. The rest of these guys are all GVP plays. I love Taylor, though, GVP. I can see Tavion Kinsey running the slate. You want to run the cash? Great. Play him over Devo. Tyrese Martin, my sneaky play of the night. Anybody else? I love Jalen Moore. I mentioned Chris Duffy's name earlier. He called Jalen Moore a sneaky play tonight. He got 35% assist rate, 28% usage. Great call. Devo Davis. I think Devo Davis can be another sneaky call tonight. Devo is going to eventually, positive regression is coming. It's eventually going to go off. And then Isaiah Brockington, great play. We still know about the minutes for these guys. So Devo, Rollins, Notate, and Dennis, all core plays. And now we got our forwards, Oak, Albina, and Akoli Killen. To me, core play, roll them out, lock them in. Jamal Cain for Oakland, I think is a core play. Some other people may disagree with me. I think it's not the greatest matchup. I think it's matchup proof. Lock him in. J. Duchamante for Toledo, borderline core play at 6-1. You want to pick on the Toledo Marshall game, the high pace up, high implied. Put him in your line if you can. And then the other call I got, I like Trey Townsend for Oakland. He plays every day and minute. He's played 96% of the minutes on the season for Oakland. Any other forwards, I think, Hayu and Jim Lee, I think is a really sneaky play. I would love to get him possibly in a second lineup. He could possibly win a tourney for you. Mikey Parrish, nice value. Jalen Williams, a value. And Greg Elliott, a possible value. All right, you guys have any questions? Before we get out of here, and I try to make my own lineup. Let's say once again, we're going to try to do this more often. I think it's cool. Get some people in here. Once again, thank you guys, especially you guys that stood by me through all MLB season, all through July and August when I was on here. Some nights like 4 or 5 of us, no nights with like 40 of us. But we had a real good MLB season. And then we went right to college football and college basketball. We're going to do probably college hoop like 3 times a week, the big slates. We'll do some more giveaways. And good luck. Merry Christmas to you guys. And deuces, I'm out of here. Thank you, Mickey, my producer. Great job. Thanks, brother.